when Michael came and we sat down to have a chat about a quote initially, the difference between Michael and the other builders was that he was able to listen to what we needed and advise and help and kind of just give us things that we needed to consider, where the other people who quoted, they came and told us what they could do for us, as opposed to actually listening
to what we needed.
And especially for us, this was a very big build in relation to the amount of money that we spent on it and how important it was to impact on our family, because
we had to get it right.
We had to get it right, and there was no way that it could be anything else than that. There's 5 of us living in the house. We love the area that we live in. It's just too small, and Michael was able to provide a solution within a budget and give us a property, change our property, and give us
the space we needed.
Yeah, much sort of like more than we had bargained for, I guess.
So what was the actual process like then, working with Michael and the team throughout the entire build process?
Well, he was with us every step of the way. He advised us. He introduced us to an architect. He spent time getting to know us. He told us exactly what was going to happen on what day and what to expect. And he was always on hand to, if we had any questions or queries, and he was really understanding.
Really concise about the process. That was one of the main things that you got from Michael right from the get-go, is that you understood that he was going to structure everything from the contract that we signed right at the beginning and the consideration that was within that contract, all the way through to building control, design, finish. He was with us absolutely all the way. He kind of held our hand through the process.
Yeah.
And he made the process really clear.
Simple and clear.
Clarity, something which in our limited experience with other builders that I've come across, nothing has come as good. No one has been able to provide a service in the way that Michael did.
That's
and
right.
Roseline as well, because his guys, his team
is amazing. Yeah.
And what's incredible is that, you know, even though Mike was here, his team are the people who
represent him, and they really don't let him down.
Really good and really great with the family. You know, I go to work every morning and it's always a worry, but within two days, a day, I realised that everything was safe here, you know.
We managed to live on site for the 6 months with our 3 children.
Yeah.
So the builders were fantastic. You know, they blocked off the areas that we lived in, and they had their areas. But then apart from that, they were really good with the children. They were friendly. They understood that after school the kids come home, so you know, they'd tidy up a little bit, or they'd work around our schedule, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And in terms of working to budget and schedules, deadlines?
Yes, absolutely. The financial aspect of the way the job went was spot on. Michael's got a system, again I use the word clarity, but the shows the way he structured the payments. We paid weekly, so
we knew we couldn't go over our budget.
Yeah, so it was absolutely clear what had been done and what we paid for. It also gave room to add. You know, however well you plan things, you look at something and you think, oh gosh, you know, and Michael was really absolutely fine about any little changes that we needed to make, any tweaks, which was really advantageous, I guess.
And coming in on like time deadlines, schedules.
Deadlines spot on, absolutely spot on.
He was really accurate, actually.
Yeah, he was accurate. In fact, if anything, he was delayed by subcontractors that we'd got in to provide things like windows, and also really great in advising us how to give us strategies to how to deal with the subcontractors, which was a pain. But no, Roseline, really good. I would have no qualms in recommending friends, family to Michael if they ever needed to build them, based on the fact that, based on the results, you know, he does what he says he's going to do, and there's no messing about, and and that's really unusual because it's difficult to you don't want to put your name onto anything. I mean, it's really difficult to endorse anybody these days, but because of the amounts of money involved and how important a build, you know, what a big commitment it is.
Roseline definitely made the whole experience really easy and really simple and straightforward.
We should do it again, eh?
We're not doing it again.
I mean, we wouldn't do this really if there was any...
No. Everything we've said has been true. Do you know, he's made live... When I tell people that we lived here over the 6 months or the 5 months, they're in total, like, really? But they made it that we could still live and, you know, and have our children and have... probably because he's got children himself. He
I think very much
understood that they needed their rooms. You know, after they come home, the children would be hungry. I'd need some space to make some food. They'd kind of work there, even though they carried on working. They thought, right, we'll get out of this space at about 3-4 o'clock, and so that she can do what she has to do, and then they'd go on to something else. It was all really respectful and really good. The builders let Joe do some painting. They really...
Who's Joe?
Joe,
our son.
come and say hello.
Joe. So we were all part of it, weren't we?
You might have to slip in your tippy toes.
Any words there, Joe?
Did you enjoy having the builders over? Did you like to see what they were doing every day? They let you do some painting? Yeah. And you could see what was happening every day? Yeah.
Did you get your own bedroom out at the end result? No brothers and sisters to share with?